it's Alicia and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or to my channel if you're new here. Thanks for clicking on this video. So if you didn't already know, I'm 18. What I wanted to do was make this video about 18 things I've learned at 18. Thinking about my life, and all these things just started coming out of me of things that I've learned. Every day you learn something new. Maybe not every day, but quite often you learn something new. When you meet someone new or you have new experiences, we're learning new stuff every single day. And so it's quite hard for me to narrow down some things, but these are some things that at the moment today I think are the most important lessons. That might change tomorrow, might change in a few weeks from now, but at the moment, in this point of time, this is the 18 things that I've learned that have helped me, shaped me into the person, and helped my experiences in life. Not everyone is going to like you. It's not a nice thought, but basically not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay, because as long as you like yourself and you have values inside of yourself that you withhold and you withstand, that's all that matters, because you live with you for the rest of your life. So if you don't like you, it's going to be a hard time. So you just have to come to accept this. The right people that will be in your life will love you for you. If someone doesn't like you, other people do. Other people like you exactly for who you are. So why would you want to change for someone that doesn't like you when other people value you, love you for who you are? Know your worth. You need to know your worth for someone else to value it. This is how I vision myself and how I carry myself. So these things are what led me to carry myself this certain way. Sometimes it may not work for other people, but this is just what I think about to get me in such a positive, confident way when I meet others and just socialize and create relationships and stuff. Everyone is worth so much. I know that I'm worth so much. I want to be around people who know my worth and who respect that. When you find a group of people or hang out with a certain someone that makes you feel like your worth, that makes you feel great and knows your worth, you just feel like such a much better person. If you're hanging out with someone who's constantly degrading you or telling you that you don't look a certain way or you should exercise more, or just making you compare yourself to others and don't know your worth, I feel like that's a really hard thing to go through, and sometimes you can be blinded by things, whether it may be love or friendship, that people make you not see your worth. But when you see it from a bigger picture and get a different perspective, sometimes things are too close up, and once you get a better perspective and take a look and step back, you realize that they didn't really know my worth and they weren't treating me the way I should have been treated. Once I realized that, I'll only spend my time with people who know my worth. Everything happens for a reason. One door closes, another door opens, and whether you may not be able to see it in the time, it will probably do you good in the end. Happened for me anyway. One of my favorite quotes is, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. That was just a little quote that like got me through my life. I'm freaking 18. I'm acting like I'm 100. But no, that's really helpful, and I like to know that. Good little reminder. Also, everything has a way of working out. Like, you may not be able to see it, but in the big picture, everything works out in the end. Be careful who you trust. I've been doing some research on like astrology and zodiac signs and stuff, and being a Pisces, I'm a very emotional person, and I feel like I always want to trust someone. And the other day someone said to me, "You're too nice. You're too nice. I feel like you trust people too much and you let people walk all over you." And this wasn't mean to be taken in like in a rude way. I didn't take this in a rude way. I actually thought, oh yeah, you actually might be right. That's just something I've been thinking about. Be careful who you trust, because you can't be too trusting, but you have to learn how to trust too, which is really confusing. But one thing I have learned is that you should be careful who you trust and who you tell things to, because it could end bad. Change is good. Noticing that things are changing in my life, where I just moved into what I'm doing after high school and I feel like a completely different person. And do you ever like look back at what you used to be and you kind of miss it, but then you see where you are now and you just feel better? That's how I feel, and I feel that change is good and change is important. Furthering yourself and adapting and becoming more of a adult, I'd say, maybe. Surround yourself with people who inspire you and lift you up. I think this is really, really important. In high school, you kind of just you kind of just friends with who you can be friends with. My friends in high school, some were really, really nice, some were not, but you sort of just stuck together, right? Sometimes they may not lift you up, sometimes they do. If they do, you're very lucky. I went through a few different friend groups in high school, and towards the end, there was only like a few people that I actually really felt good with. So now that I'm not in high school, I see that you can choose your friends wisely and surround yourself with people who inspire you. So people that aren't just there to degrade you, but people that inspire you and lift you up and compliment you and have like aspirations and are working towards a dream. I feel like having those sort of determined friends makes me feel like a better person. Like, I want to work like that. They're encouraging me to be a better person, or to research that kind of thing, or to see the world how they do. I find it really good to have those types of friends that make you want to be a better person. That's the word for it. Make you want to be a better person. I really like having friends like that, and the fact that I get to choose them. I mean, you can always choose your friends, but learning all this, I feel like I can really choose who I want in my life. Care less of what people think. Don't give a shit about what people think. I like to do my own thing sometimes. Like, I like making a YouTube channel. I like making videos for my YouTube channel is what I meant. And anyone that tries to knock me down, that's just kind of sad, because it's what I like to do. I'm earning money off it, and it like makes me happy. So I don't care what like you say about that. That just was not a good explanation. For instance, my Instagram stories and my Snapchat stories. People sometimes message me like, you know, you posted this on your public. Of course I did. Why would I make a private one? Like, I'm an open book. I don't care what you think of me, because it all kind of ties together. Because I know my worth. I know I'm fun. If you're embarrassed, then that's just really sad, because I'm having a good old time, and I don't really care if you think I'm weird, because I am. And that's it. Care less of what people think. And I don't mean like go and be a bitch to people and push people around, but like do what you like and don't care what other people think. Only need people who lift you up and give you the sunshine feeling. You know what I mean? The people who love you will support you no matter what. Whatever your decisions are in life, whatever it may be, whatever circumstance, the people who love you the most will support you through it all. Enjoy everything as it comes. I'm a real live in the moment kind of person, try and make the moment last. And I think it's important to enjoy everything as it comes. Don't try and think of what you want the future to be, or just live in the moment, enjoy it as it comes, and play it out, see what happens. Be able to cut people out of your life if they're not worthy. Sometimes this can be a very hard thing to do, and I know it sounds easy just saying cut that person out, they're toxic. In the moment it's really hard to do that. I understand that completely, but in the big picture, if someone doesn't know your worth, it's not worth having them around. And it's a hard thing to do, but if someone just treats me like bad, bye. And I'm not saying this as like a mean way, like I'm not like bye, you didn't do this, so bye. But if someone's continuously showing signs that they're not worthy, or they're doing stuff that just aren't right, that you don't want to have in your life, I'd just snip. If someone wants to leave, let them. Oh, sounds hard, but if someone wants to leave your life and doesn't want to be with you anymore, like a boyfriend, friendship, or any type of relationship, if someone doesn't want to be in your life and is making it clear, then let them walk. You don't need that in your life, and there'll be better people that will come into your life that will want to be there and prove that they want to have you in their life. And I would just rather have those types of people in my life than someone who's on and off. I know what I would rather. Don't let people walk all over you and use you. Not too long ago, there was an experience where something really opened my eyes to see that there are some people out there who are very different to me and would do different things to what I would do. Now that's fine, because everyone is different and everyone has different values and different choices and whatever else. But I've learned that it's very important to not let people walk all over you and take advantage of you and the things that you give out of love, because if they're just going to use that against you, I don't think that's very nice, and I don't think that's what I want to have with me. So I've learned that it's important to say no sometimes, and that's not being rude, but just because it's the right thing to do. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. One of my tutors from my full-time dance course actually said this to us, and it really opened my mind. I can't explain it, but people were going up to dance and some of us were watching, and he said, if you think people are judging you, you should change your mindset, because that's probably how you think. of others. And I found a quote which kind of explained it, because I don't know how he said it exactly, but it is, your perception of me is a reflection of you. If you get up and you think people are judging you when you're dancing, or how you look or how you dance, that probably means that you're judging other people. And that just changed my mind, changed my whole vision of everything, because that is so true. Just wow. If you're judging someone for how they're dancing or how they look, that means you're actually really self-conscious about yourself. And that amazed me. Don't think people are judging you. They are probably judging themselves. So that's what happens with me a lot. I don't really judge other people, but I judge myself. I look in the mirror and think, oh, that doesn't look good. I could do that better. Or I've looked better. I've looked skinnier, or whatever. I usually compare myself to me, but it's important not to be worried about other people, because they're probably not even focusing on you. And don't be worried about other people judging you, because they're probably not. The best things come from taking chances. I think it's important to take chances in life, because you never know where things are gonna lead, or like a little bit of spontaneity is good. Sometimes when you get caught up in your head, I can say that I'm a culprit. I like to replay things on and on in my head. I try to make the whole scenario. I try to have a comeback. I try to plan things in my head that never usually work out. But usually the things that you just take chances and go with the flow and see where things lead usually ends up being really great. Just do it, man. Just do it. How people speak about others to you is how they speak about you to others. When people are talking smack about someone to you, it makes you think, like, what are you saying about me behind my back? Like, you're friends with that person and you're talking bad about them to me. Like, what are you saying about me? There's two sides to every story. So usually people only hear one side of the story, but there's two sides to every story, and you're a villain in someone's story. Whoever that may be, you're a villain. Even if other people see you as not and can understand your point of view, you're still a villain in someone else's. And it's a shitty feeling knowing that that person and their friends and whoever they've told about you may not like you. But as I said, not everyone's gonna like you. Just have to accept it. That's that. Trust your intuition. All right, my favorite one, because this has happened far too many times. The red signs at the beginning are always the reason why it comes to an end. Now, this really blows my mind, because there have been quite a few instances when I have a gut feeling like, this isn't right, I don't know, you know what, I'm just gonna trust them, I'm gonna put all my love and faith into them and hope that this doesn't happen. But you know what, it always does. And that's the truth. Pisces have really good intuition. I don't know about other signs, but I just know that. And I find it really important to trust your gut, to trust your instinct. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Trust your intuition, go with it, and know that may not be good for you. They are 18 things that I've learned at 18. Thanks for joining me on this video. If you stuck to the end, means a lot. You're a real one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe. All right, bye guys. I'm actually leaving. Bye.